Will Bitcoin hold the line? Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And today, aabangan natin kung ang Bitcoin ay mag-hold the line at our current price action. So let's dive into the chart. What we'll be looking at are different indicators such as the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, the Pi cycle top indicator, the stock to flow ratio model, and then nadaanan din natin yung latest development within the Twitter community, especially kay Elon Musk. Especially dito sa isang coin na biglang hinahype niya. Ano ba yung thoughts ko dito? Pag-usapan din natin. At titingnan din natin yung isang video na binanggit ni Anonymous. So yeah, abangan sila lahat for today's video. So let's dive into the Bitcoin chart first in the short term. So currently in the short term, we had this dips yesterday, and kung papansinin mo, Bitcoin went down to this significant area. So gawan lang natin siya ng ito circle. Makita mo na bumagsak tayo dito sa area na to, and we had this major support at our symmetric triangle. So technically, Bitcoin have held the line for our short term and specific and technically for the long term na din siya kasi kung papansinin mo, ang tagal na natin itong hinohold itong symmetric triangle and still nag-hold pa din tayo dito sa area na to. Mapapansin nyo din guys na itong strong support na fina-follow natin since May 19, matagal nang andito sa chart natin, nag-hold pa din siya dito. So far so good pa din tayo dito. So yeah, and let's take a different perspective in here. So this is the 4-hour time frame. Makita mo na we went down last night and yesterday. RSI is not showing any kind of trend reversal for the 4 hours. So sa ngayon, it will more likely to play out this movement kasi kung titingnan mo, wala tayong wala tayong kahit anong divergence na nangyayari ngayon kay 4-hour time frame to indicate a trend reversal. So this is pretty bearish pa for the 4-hour time frame, but we have to see kasi if titingnan mo si 1 hour time frame, si 1 hour time frame ay nagpapakita na tayo ay magpo-form na ng bullish move by this cross ng MACD. Pero dito, sa indicator natin wala nagpapakita na kahit anong move. Same with volume, no movement pa din. So very indecisive pa din talaga. Pero kung titingnan natin si 15 minute, kay 15 minute sa very short term, tingnan natin siya dito. I-reset natin yung chart. And then, tingnan natin yung RSI. Sa 15 minute, ito yung isa pang nag-iisang indicator na merong bullish movement, which is this bullish divergence forming. So we have a declining price and then an increasing RSI. So in here we have an increasing RSI indicating na we will be having a trend reversal. So possible na ito na yung naging trend reversal na nangyari. So baka tapos na siya or patapos na siya anytime soon. So if you're in for the very short term, I would start taking profits na. So yeah, I would start taking profits na if you're in for the very short term. Kasi nga, nag-bullish divergence na tayo and possible na patapos na itong pump niya kay bullish divergence. So yeah, that's Bitcoin for the hourly and 4-hour time frame. I-reset natin yung chart para makita natin na maayos. Let's look at the long-term movement naman for Bitcoin. Let's look at the daily time frame. So, kay daily time frame, ang ating significant trend lines na tinitingnan dito and indicators are the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. As you may know guys, ito yung tinatawag natin na death cross. If nag-cross itong 50-day and 200-day na pababa, that would indicate a longer bearish movement for the Bitcoin price. Sa ngayon, hindi pa natin siya nakikita and possible na mag-play out siya anytime soon. So, ito yung possible movement na mag-play out. If nag-cross to, we might get a longer period dito kay Bitcoin price action natin. So, this would indicate that we will be continuing this Bitcoin correction. Ano pa ba yung ibang indicators din natin dito? This 200-day moving average is also an indicator for our resistance. And kung papansinin nyo guys, habang tumatagal, yung ating resistance ay tumataas dahil sa 200-day moving average. Yung average price action niya for the past 200 days is going up significantly. So, ibig sabihin yung resistance natin, tumataas din. So, we are more likely to get a rejection at this trend line. May nagsasabi na hindi daw nakita yung 15-minute time frame. Sige, balikan natin siya mamaya-maya. So, ito yung 200-day moving average. So, we are more likely to get some movement in here. And then once we hit this resistance, kay 200-day moving average, we might get rejected before getting a possible movement in that case. Pero sa ngayon, wala pang action kasi nasa loob pa tayo ng symmetric triangle. This is also a possible move kasi kung titingnan mo, itong 41.5K is also a strong resistance. Kung titingnan mo back in time, itong 41.5K was a strong resistance din during the previous dump noong January. So we are more likely to get a resistance din dito. And this is also a big support. Kaya din natin siya nasabi na big support kasi noong January, this was also a big support. So ano pa ba yung nagpapakita ng indicators dito? Meron din tayong movement dito na nangyayari. Bullish divergence. So bullish divergence that would indicate a trend reversal. So we might see a pump to the upside. But it's not a guaranteed na there's no guarantee na malaki yung pump nyo to the upside. Meron din tayong na-form na pagka-cross sa MACD at this area. So abangan din natin yung possible movement niya. Remember that this is the daily time frame, so it might take days in order for us to see the possible movement dito. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin price for the daily time frame. So we just have to wait out for the symmetric triangle to move, and then we have to check out for the bullish divergence. So if you are in here for the long term, I believe na any part dito sa area na to is already a good buying area. So if I were you, if you're in for the long term, I would buy Bitcoin now and then i-hold ko na siya. Kasi meron pa tayo iba't ibang reasons kung bakit nasa good place na tayo and dadaanan din natin siya yung mga iba't ibang indicators kung bakit mamaya dito sa video. But yeah, that's Bitcoin for the daily time frame. Let's also now look at the weekly time frame. So, kay Bitcoin for the weekly time frame, we are at the third candle below. So, this is already a green ulit. And as mentioned previously, if magkaroon tayo ng this movement, we could have the V-shaped recovery. So, that is still in play. We could also have the reaccumulation phase, a pump dump movement sa ganyan. Or, we can still have this midterm or brief bear market. So either way is still possible kasi sabi ko sa inyo, 'di ba? This could take weeks previously sa mga iba't ibang video. At kung hindi nyo pa nakikita yung video about the different scenarios, the endgame, Bitcoin endgame, the three different scenarios for this correction phase, you can check out the video. Nasa playlist din natin at this YouTube page. So makikita nyo siya kung ano yung possible scenarios natin dito. And right now, we are still playing out all of those scenarios possible. But sa ngayon, yung V-shape recovery is currently in play. And if we get a rejection around this area, that would start the reaccumulation phase. Or if masyado maaga yung rejection natin at around this area, that would indicate a dead cat bounce, indicating a longer or brief bear market siya dito. So yeah, that's Bitcoin for the daily, weekly, and the hourly. Let's try to go back to the 15-minute kasi may mga iba hindi doon nakita dito sa video. So this is the Bitcoin chart for the 15-minute time frame. Makikita mo na meron tayong declining price but increasing RSI indicating na this is a bullish move to the upside or a trend reversal. However, nangyari na yung pump niya and it is more likely na ito na yung pump for the trend reversal. So if I were you, I would start taking profit by this time na for the very short term. Kung yari scalper kayo, it's already a time to take profit for this area in the 15-minute time frame. We we became bullish na and then tingin ko patapos na yung bullish movement niya for the 15-minute. Kay Arlie, there's no indication na magiging bullish tayo other than the MACD cross. And then kay 4-hour time frame, wala ding indication pa na magkakaroon tayo ng bullish movement sa ngayon. So everything is currently bearish except for the hourly, the daily, and the weekly. Weekly actually bearish, pero sa daily and hourly, dun tayo may bullish na actions. So yeah, tingnan din natin yung iba't ibang update for this super cycle. Kasi nga, especially itong video na to is our super cycle weekend update. Asa na nga ba tayo sa ating super cycle ni Bitcoin? So let's look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve na ating fina-follow ever since the start of this channel. So just a brief introduction and a brief review. The Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve is a super cycle indicator or ito yung nagpapakita sa atin ng movement ng theory na every 4 years meron tayong market cycle na gaganap kay Bitcoin. And then tingnan natin yung update niya for today. And as you can see, yung super cycle for today, nagkaroon tayo ng dump previously, 'di ba? At kung papansinin niyo, yung dump na yon nagkaroon ng big support at this Fibonacci 382 deviation. So it's possible na we are getting this strong bounce and we might actually stay for a longer time period in this area. And that's actually a good thing kasi remember guys, time is on our side. The more na we delay our movement, the more our market cycle top increases. And last time guys, kung napanood nyo previously, ang market cycle top na maximum natin is around 111,000 US dollars. Ngayon, ang kanyang maximum is around 113,000 US dollars. So time is on our side guys. If I were you, I'd be very patient as of this moment and I would just let the correction happen and take this time to accumulate more Bitcoin as much as possible. What about altcoins? Papasadahan din natin yung mga iba't ibang altcoins mamaya. Let's now look at the Pi cycle top indicator. Pi cycle top indicator is a combination of two moving average. So this two moving average is just if nagkaroon siya ng cross, that would indicate a bearish movement. And if nagkaroon din siya ng cross pataas, that would indicate na bullish movement. So let's look at the current action. Makita mo na itong green line, nag-touch siya pero we did not have a cross. That would mean we are still bullish and we did not flip bearish to the Pi cycle top indicator. So everything is still in place, still intact. Pi cycle top indicator, bull market pa din siya. Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, nasa bull market pa din tayo. Let's now look at the stock to flow ratio model. So inintroduce ko to last week guys sa ating series dito. So the stock to flow ratio model is uh, a chart for the previous and current halving ng Bitcoin. And makikita mo kung asang part na ba tayo ng market cycle. And kung titingnan mo, the yellow indicator, the yellow color dito sa ating chart is a move na nagsasabi na nasa halfway point tayo ng market cycle. Kung titingnan mo yung previous, 2014, yung yellow point was during the correction phase. Same goes with the 2018 market cycle. And ngayon nasa yellow area na tayo. That would indicate na nasa halfway point na din tayo for this market cycle. So that if you are going to correlate this with the stock to flow and the logarithmic growth curve, it actually it actually makes sense kasi if you are looking for confluence meaning naghahanap ka ng maraming indicators na nagsasabi na tama yung or ito yung possible movement. Si kay logarithmic growth curve nagsasabi na halfway tayo ngayon ng market cycle at kay stock to flow ratio model nagsasabi din na halfway pa tayo kay market cycle. So, ibig sabihin niyan, this is more likely a local top. So, ayan, ito guys, this is a local top. Ano ba ang local top kung tatanungin tayo? Ang local top is, it is, tingnan natin yung 2014, 2013 cycle. Ang local top is yung first market top. Hindi naman market top. It is the first top ng ating market cycle. So, it would indicate na meron pa tayong second top and that would indicate the market cycle top talaga. So, we have a local top and the market cycle top. Local top, it's just more of the halfway point or the initial pump, the initial top. And then the second one would be the market cycle top, which would indicate the end of our bull market. So yeah, that's our definition for the local and market top, local top, market top. And then lastly, let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. So, ang crypto fear and greed index is our indication kung asa na nga ba tayo sa market. If generally, if extreme fear, that would indicate a buy signal. And then kung extreme fear, it would also mean na nasa lowest point tayo ng ating market cycle. And sa ngayon, nasa extreme fear pa din tayo. So, I believe every buying area ngayon is a good buy area. It's a good buying level for the very long term, especially for this market cycle kasi if titingnan mo sa ating maximum, yung last time na nandito tayo was during the coronavirus dump which is last March 2020, guys. Nung naalala nyo na bumagsak si Bitcoin up to $3,000 and bumagsak si Ethereum up to I think that's around $50. So if we are at this area, this would indicate that this is the best buying opportunity for the long term. So if I were you, I would follow this. I would follow this chart and always realize na maaga pa tayo kay market at nasa best opportunity tayo ngayon. And since extreme fear tayo, this is actually the best buying time para kay Bitcoin ngayon. Ano pa ba yung masasabi natin dito? Usually, pag nasa extreme fear tayo, marami ding panic traders na nagaganap. So, medyo understandable naman kung may mga nakikita kang puro negative post ngayon, mga FUD. Kasi dahil yan ngayon dito sa Fear and Greed Index, nasa extreme fear tayo ngayon. Kaya, ang indecisive ng move ng Bitcoin ngayon. But do note na any buying area ngayon is actually a good opportunity. So, remember na you should be greedy when everyone is fearful and be fearful when everyone is greedy. So, extreme fear, it's a buy signal, and extreme greed, it's a sell signal. So, sa ngayon, extreme fear, and this is a buy signal for the long term. So, ayun, and I think that's for the Bitcoin price. Let's now take a look at this one na kay Elon Musk naman. So, I think this is a big issue ngayon na nangyayari kay crypto market, especially sa Twitter community. So, si Elon Musk ito yung pinakang nakakagulo na magulong taong ngayon. Kasi if you could recall, last January, sobrang hype niya kay Bitcoin. And then recently, nung nagkaroon tayo ng mga bearish indicators, saka siya biglang nagsabi ng mga, oh, ayoko na ng Bitcoin, masyado siyang malakas para sa power, masyado siyang malakas sa energy consumption, and then biglang mga gantong post. Especially biglang nag-tweet siya ng Canada, USA, Mexico. And this is actually a direct reference to this coin which is the CUM rocket. And yeah, nagkaroon tayo ng biglang pump kay CUM rocket. And yeah, I think for me, I think this he is making a joke out of this. I think he has a lot of issues or It's either na may nilalaban siya kasi matatandaan nyo may SEC case din siya no, sa US dati regarding cryptocurrency for market manipulation noong January. And it's either na possible na rumerebelde siya. Kaya kung iba't ibang meme coin binabanggit niya like Shiba, CUM Rocket, Dogecoin. So I think for me lang, I think these are all just skits para rumebelde against SEC. But yeah, kasi kung tutuusin, Bitcoin enthusiast si Elon Musk eh. He even support cryptocurrency. So for him to go at the internet at mag-troll ng something na ganito, he is doing something na possible na may nangyayari. Or siguro it's around Tesla or around his holdings, pero we can't say exactly. But yeah, I believe he is trolling because of a specific issue regarding Bitcoin, and kung ano-anong meme coin na sinasabi niya are just all they are all just segue para dun sa talagang issue na talagang hinaharap nila about Bitcoin. And then, yan nga, isa pa, pumasok bigla si Anonymous and nagpasok siya ng siguro warning with Elon Musk. And yeah, hindi natin sigurado talaga kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon dito, but it's actually showing na simula na nag-post si Anonymous, parang biglang tumahimik si Elon Musk dito. Makita mo na yung recent tweet niya, "Don't kill what you hate, save what you love." So, I'm not sure if this is a reference regarding the Anonymous video is is he talking about the Bitcoin crash, or is it Dogecoin or CUM Rocket? So, it's very hard to say sa ngayon kung ano yung gusto ni Elon Musk. Pero I personally believe lahat ng binabanggit niya dito are just all skits and segue sa talagang issue na dinadaan nila with Bitcoin. So, I don't think na kaya niya sinasupport yung Dodge and SHIB dahil in yung future. Tingin ko kaya niya sinasupport yun as skit siya sa talagang issue niya with other cryptocurrency, especially specifically kay Bitcoin. So yeah, that's for Elon Musk. And then I think that's all for the Bitcoin news this week. So tingnan natin ngayon dito sa ating movement. Sa ngayon, the 4-hour time frame is still holding the line for Bitcoin, and we are still safe to say na good movement pa din dito. Kung ako sa inyo guys, kung you're in for the Bitcoin in the long term, I would not suggest looking at the early time frame kasi medyo noise yung nangyayari ngayon kay early time frame. Yung pinakang okay ngayon is the 4-hour time frame kasi kung titingnan mo dun siya eksaktong nagmamatch for the support and resistance for the symmetric triangle as well as dito sa ating strong support area, which is the 33 to $35,000 area. So let me know guys, what are your thoughts regarding the recent development, especially kay Elon Musk. Comment them down below. And yeah, I would also like to give a shout out kay Super Pinoy. Thanks for dropping by, and kay Maya Fornia and June and Iriga City na YouTube channel. So thanks for dropping in some donations and support. We Because guys like you are the reason why I create this video. Thanks for the support, and hopefully I could post more content sa sana makatulong sa inyo, especially sa technical analysis. So yeah, so that's Bitcoin, and let's try to look at altcoins naman. So ito na yung for me, ito yung pinaka-inaabangan ko ngayon kasi I am very bullish kay Ethereum kung alam niyo lang guys. And ito yung nangyayari ngayon na development kay Ethereum. So we went down yesterday dahil sa dump ni Bitcoin. And that is very timely kasi yung dump niya. Dahil sa dump niya, na-complete natin yung buong ascending triangle. So we now have this movement. So it's possible na mag-break siya to the upside, or if not, mag-break siya to the downside. So everything is looking good for Ethereum. So there's nothing to panic as of now. Kung gusto niyo pumasok ngayon ng trade kay Ethereum, I would suggest na wag muna. I would wait for a possible breakout to the upside or to the downside. Kasi kung nag-break tayo to the upside, magkakaroon tayo ng $3,800 target for Ethereum. And if not, ang ating target for the downside is $1,600 area. So yeah, take note of those possible scenarios na mag-play out kay Ethereum. So ngayon, the volume is currently declining, indicating na we might see a possible action anytime soon, a possible breakout. I think that goes the same din with here kay Bitcoin. Declining ang ating volume, so that would indicate na may possible movement tayo kay Bitcoin. So that's Ethereum for this movement. So I would just wait this one out. I would not go into any trade with Ethereum other than waiting out for this, or if you're in for the long term, I would just buy and hodl. Let's also look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance kasi ito yung nagde-determine kung ano yung health ngayon ni Ethereum sa ating market. So let's look at the daily time frame. And kung titingnan mo kay daily time frame, nagform actually tayo ng resistance around this area. And we actually broke out of that resistance and we are now moving to the next Ethereum resistance. And so far, okay na okay pa din yung movement ni Ethereum kasi we still have a lot of possible growth pa for Ethereum. Kung titingnan mo yung maximum niya for this cycle, we have a lot of possible growth pa for the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance. Kung papansinin mo din, meron din tayong good movement happening kasi na-break natin yung 3 years na ascending broadening wedge dito kay Ethereum. At nung na-break natin siya, dito tayo nakakita ng ating Ethereum tsunami na tinatawag dito sa channel. So na-break niya to. That's why we saw a lot and a big pump for Ethereum. So same goes with Cardano. We are actually forming an ascending triangle. So ascending triangle is a possible bullish move to the upside of 2.45 or to the downside na possible move then at around back to the $1 area. So yeah, take note of this ascending triangle for both Ethereum and Bitcoin, for both Ethereum and Cardano. So follow those coins for this movement pa. And let's also look at the Ethereum to, let's look at the Cardano to Bitcoin dominance. We are now actually getting a very strong resistance dito kay Cardano to Bitcoin dominance. Kasi kung papansinin mo, we are getting rejected at this Fibonacci level. So this Fibonacci level is acting as a resistance. So we might, if this breaks out, we might see the Cardano pump to the upside. And gumawa din tayo guys ng tawag doon, ng video for the realistic price prediction for the Cardano price action. You could also check that na pinost ko rin siya dito sa YouTube channel natin. And yeah, if you want to know ano ba yung tingin ko na possible price movement ni Ethereum, check that ni Cardano, check that video out so you won't miss out kung ano ba yung possible growth niya. So yeah, that's the Ethereum and Cardano price action for the currently. So let's try to look at the chat muna and before we head into different altcoins. So at the moment, do you think we are going up pa ba? At the moment, I think neutral pa din tayo. So yung previous na move natin na previous symmetric triangle did not it formed a bearish divergence which is around this area. This one nag-form and nangyari ngayon bearish divergence, so nag-form siya na mas malaki pang symmetric triangle. I won't say na going up, I won't say din na going down kasi Kung titingnan mo yung 4-hour time frame, especially kay volume, there's really no indication na nagsasabi na pump or dump. Neutral din yung RSI natin, neutral din yung MACD. So everything is very neutral ngayon. So 50-50 pa rin. Ang kailangan lang natin abangan dito is yung strong support natin dito. If na-break siya, that's a downward price action to 30K. Pero if na-break natin si 40, itong 41.5K, 47K is the next target. So sa ngayon, very very neutral pa din tayo for the price action. Pero for the long term, yung kanina kasi puro short term binabanggit natin eh. Ito naman for the long term. So ngayon kay long term, nagkaroon tayo ng bullish divergence, nagkaroon din tayo ng oversold price action, cross kay MACD. So it's possible na magpa-pump tayo anytime soon kay Bitcoin. Pero take note, this is possible for the following days or weeks pa. Hindi siya short term itong indicator na to. So yeah, take note of those indicators guys kung para malaman nyo na kung pump na ba tayo or dump. Parang kinokontrol nga ni Elon ang market eh kasi kada tweet niya may nangyayari. So it's really reliable to stick with technical analysis. So is it really reliable to stick with technical analysis alone? Actually, untimely kasi ng tweet ni Elon Musk. Tingnan nyo to guys. Nung time na nakita natin yung bearish divergence, it was actually at this time. Nakita natin si bearish divergence. Ibig sabihin nito, that would indicate a dump coming soon. And then, ito yung time na nag-tweet si Elon Musk at around this area. So, do you think that's coincidence or do you think it's technical analysis? So, it's very hard to say pa din talaga. Ang iniisip ko nga nun, ang ganda ng timing ni Elon Musk kasi kung iisipin mo, nung time na nag-tweet siya was during a bearish indicator. So, is it possible na meron din siyang technical analysis na ginagawa or meron din siyang mga taga-TA para sa kanya? Kasi 'di ba, ang timely ng tweets niya palagi. Especially nung time ng unang dump natin kay Bitcoin, which is around this area. Kasi kung titingnan mo dito sa ating daily time frame, punta natin si daily. Ito yung nagkaroon tayo ng rising wedge, which is uh, this is a bearish movement. So it would say na babagsak tayo to this area. And then, nung nangyari siya, dito nag-tweet si Elon Musk noon. At ang naging effect niya is hanggang dito. So, for me, hindi ko alam kung tinatimingan ba talaga ni Elon Musk. So, let me know your thoughts down below sa comment section. Ano ba yung tingin nyo? Do you think Elon Musk is moving the market or do you think Elon Musk is sinasabayan niya yung pag-dump ng market at ng pag-tweet niya regarding dun sa possible movement? Same goes din kasi guys noong time dito. I'm not sure kung may iba dito sa inyo nakaabot nito pero noong January, itong pump na to was because of Elon Musk saying na bibili sila ng Bitcoin for Tesla. So ito yung pump na yon. Pero we already got a lot of indicators na din na possible movement siya to the upside kasi kung naabutan nyo yung time na yon, meron tayong triangle no na nagpo-form. Nagpo-form ng falling wedge. So a falling wedge is a bullish action indicating na ang ating price is magmo-move siya ng ganito. So that's a falling wedge, that's a bullish action. So that would indicate na ang ating target is around this area. So do you think very timely ba ng mga movement ni Elon Musk? So yeah, that's a good thing to think for this. That's a good thing to reflect for this current price action at sa nangyayari sa Twitter. Kasi ang ganda ng timing talaga ni Elon Musk. I'm also thinking that the posts were from Anonymous. They changed his profile picture to black as well. Yun nga eh. Feel ko natakot na siya dun. Or, depende. I bought my BTC at around 30K. Is it advisable, sir, if you hodl ko lang until the end of the year? Yep, good naman yun. I think hodl it until the market cycle top by following the logarithmic growth curve. Elon Musk have the money to pay for technical analyst. He'd time his tweet with the market to make people think he can manipulate the market. Actually, that's also a good thing to note. Kung isipin mo nga, yeah, may money nga siya actually para mag-hire ng technical analyst. Pero nakakatawa talaga yan nun. Hindi mo alam kung tinatimingan talaga ni Elon yung indicators eh. Pero who knows? BNB, sir. Sige, let's take a look at BNB naman. So of course, BNB is also following the Bitcoin price action sa ngayon. But let's see ano yung technicals niya ngayon. So nag-draw tayo ng Fibonacci Retracement dahil sa dump niya. And tanggalin natin yung mga ibang indicators natin. And sa ngayon, we are still getting this resistance sa Fibonacci area na to. So if you break this, ang next target natin is around 450 US dollars. So this is a good thing to watch out for. And are we seeing a pattern? Let's try to check. So we have here a movement. Let's try the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame. And oops. And let's try to look for patterns. If this is a rising wedge, so it looks like a rising wedge. So if rising wedge to, this is actually a possible downward movement. So remember, a rising wedge is a bearish move. So if nag-dump siya, that would take us around 245 US dollars. If that's the case, if rising wedge to. Pero sa ngayon, it's very undecided kasi dalawang data points pa lang nagsasabi na ito yung resistance eh. So I think this is unlikely. Pero take that into consideration, the rising wedge. Pero ang pinaka-i-follow nyo ngayon is yung Fibonacci retracement. So the Fibonacci retracement is indicating that this is a strong resistance. So yeah, take that into consideration. Thanks, Smile Harlin, for the donation. Thanks for the support. I bought at the 38K BTC. Should I sell once it gets back to its price and wait for a dump? Uh, if you're in for the long term, I would not sell it. Pero kung short term ka, you could, given na if if bearish yung indicators pa natin, that's a good thing to sell. Pero kung bullish na indicators natin during the 38K, I would not sell it. Pero kung long term ka, any buying area between 33 to 41K is already a good buying area. So any price action between 33 to 41K is already a good buying area. Taas nyo po yung brightness sa picture ni Elon. Sige nga, tingnan natin. Ano ba? Hindi ko makita eh. So, tingnan, tingnan nga natin yung sinasabi ng mga tao. Elon Musk. Profile picture. Uh, First they chant in Miami and now Elon Musk changes profile to Black Circle we are screwed. I changed it and got this. You can clearly see letter. Di ko alam eh, baka speculation lang to eh. Pero yeah, ito yung weird nga eh. Ito supportive siya bigla dito sa Bitcoin, tapos biglang binawi niya at ginawang ito. So, who knows? Oh, thanks Nikolai and thanks Ralph for the support. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for supporting the live. Worst case scenario po, sir. Approximately how much po kaya magiging price ni BTC? Sige, let's go back at the worst case scenario. So, the first worst case scenario is we might get this rejection up to the 30K. So, 30K is a strong support kasi dun tayo nag-rebound. And if you are going to look back in time, 30K is also a strong support during the January dump. So 30,000 US dollars is an area to watch out for. And then lastly, 25K is also the next area to watch out for if we went below 30K. Ano pa ba yung pwedeng price action? We could see actually a support at the 23,000 area. So this is a strong support then for 23,000. So that's the worst case scenario. Another worst case scenario is we could also say na this might be a bearish, this might be a bear pennant or a bear flag. Kung bear pennant or bear flag to, it would say na ganito yung movement natin to the downside. Up to 14,000 US dollars if this is a bear flag. But I doubt na bear flag siya or bear pennant. But yeah, worst case scenario yun kay Bitcoin. Pero yeah, remember na bearish scenarios are opportunities and you should take them. Kasi remember, the people who have been saying na sana nabili ko si Bitcoin ng mura are the same people who are fearful in buying the dips today. Matic. Sige, let's look at Matic. So for Matic, ginawan ko na to ng analysis actually. So let's look at the logarithmic at the weekly time frame and let's use the bull market support band kasi last time nakita natin ito yung pinaka-accurate indicator. So kay Matic, we are seeing na overvalue na tayo, overbought na. We are also forming this increasing price action and then possible na pag-decline ng ating RSI. Sa ngayon, stagnant pa din si RSI. Pero, yeah, this is also getting overvalued. So, kailangan niyang kasi mag-touch or bumalik dito sa bull market support band. So, if I were you, if you are hodling Cardano, Matic, I would start taking profits at this area na. And then siguro, wait for a dip or for this bull market support band to come up dito sa area na to. Pero if you're in for the long term kay Matic, I'm not really sure pa kung ano yung technical analysis niya for the long term kasi kulang pa tayo ng data dito. Pero yeah, Matic is currently overbought. So I would start taking profit kay Matic ngayon. I would not buy, sobrang taas niya na ngayon kay Matic. Pero yeah, this is a good performing coin kasi kung makita mo na nag-reject nung nagkaroon ng Bitcoin crash, nagstay pa din tayo above the bull market support band. So that's a good news for Matic. XRP. Sige, let's try to check XRP. So XRP, we got a rejection dito ng Bitcoin crash and we had a strong support at the bull market support band. So indicating na bullish pa din. So this is also a good buying area for XRP. So if you want to get into XRP ngayon, I think this is the best time kasi nasa bull market support band tayo. But there is still no guarantee na akit na siya ngayon kasi dependent pa din kay Bitcoin. But yeah, this is already a good buying area for XRP. Worst case, uh, how about VET? Sige, let's look at VChain. So, ito yung nakita ko din before na tingin ko ang ganda ng ng performance niya during the Bitcoin crash. Kasi kung titingnan natin sa weekly time frame, nagkaroon din tayo ng strong support sa ating bull market support band and that would indicate na healthy ang movement ni VChain ngayon. So, yeah, VET is holding strong at the bull market support band. So, this is a good buying opportunity. Remember, every time na nasa bull market support band tayo, that's the best time to buy. And right now, we are at the bull market support band. So, if you are in for the long-term Karakay V-chain, I suggest na take this opportunity na mag-buy within the bull market support band. Chainlink. Sige, let's try to look at Chainlink then. So, si Chainlink, di ko pa siya na TTA before. So, let's try to look at Chainlink. Hmm. Ito medyo delikado to kasi ang weird nitong week na to ah. Pero yeah, ang nakikita ko ngayon kay Chainlink, below the bull market support band. So medyo delikado to. Itong price action na yan. Pero you can say na this is also possible na good sign din kasi historically, si Chainlink nagkaroon din tayo ng dump below the bull market support band. And so far, every time na bumababa ng bull market support band, lagi siyang umaakit pa din. So, this, if history is any indication, this actually can be a good buy area for Chainlink. But remember, long term to, 2 weeks. This is a weekly time frame, so long term to lahat, guys, for this Chainlink. Pero kung yung hourly, tingnan natin kay hourly. Mm, medyo wala pa tayo actually masyado makita dito. Let's try Fibonacci Retracement. So, gawa tayo ng Fibonacci. And then, kung natin sa top from the bottom. So, ayun. Nakita na natin analysis for Chainlink. So, for Chainlink, may strong support tayo dito. Support. So, 24. So, $24 is a strong support area. So, if ever, worst case scenario is bumagsak tayo kay $24 area. Pero, ang target natin na kailangan ma-break is the $29 area. So, need niya ma-break to. Same goes with 34. 34 is also a strong resistance kasi dito tayo nag-resist. So, yeah. Ito yung kailangan nyo abangan na values for Chainlink, the $29 and the $34 area. Chainlink. So, balikan muna natin si Bitcoin. Tingnan natin ano yung nangyayari ngayon. So, we are about to have our 4-hour candle close in about 8 minutes. And ito na yung price action natin ngayon. So, sa ngayon, so far so good. Bitcoin is currently holding the line, and yeah, if I were you, I would not go into any trades yet for Bitcoin sa ngayon. This could also be a possible move then. This could be a falling wedge. So remember, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern. So if we make the case, target for the bullish for this, the target for the rising wedge is the previous all-time high. So if we break this, we might get a bump to the upside up to that area. So yeah, that's what you should check out for, this falling wedge. Pero ayun, yun lang nag-iisang TA ngayon for the short term na nakikita ko for the Bitcoin price. Let's try to look at the hourly. Medyo hindi siya maganda tingnan kay hourly. Pero basis natin kasi si 4 hour, so kay 4 hour tayo. Remember guys, na ang basis natin ngayon for the time being dito kay Bitcoin correction is the 4 hour time frame kasi yun yung pinakamaayos na chart. May divergence idol sa Chainlink. Sige, check natin. Well, actually, meron nga. So, i-plot natin yung divergence niya. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng bullish divergence kay Chainlink. Okay, weird, nagkaroon ng bug yata to. Okay, ang weird nun. Medyo ano si Binance. But yeah, let's try to look for the bullish divergence kay Chainlink. So right now we have a declining price. And yep, may increasing RSI nga tayo. Increasing RSI. And then cross kay MACD. So this is a bullish divergence nga for Chainlink. So this is a trend reversal. Possible trend reversal din. So how do you spot a hidden divergence? May ibang divergence nakikita sa hourly, 4 hour, daily at weekly. So remember na ang divergence dapat is magka-opposite siya sa price at RSI. So kung pababa yung price, dapat yung RSI mo is pataas. So that would indicate a divergence. So that's a bullish divergence. So magkakaroon siya ng trend reversal. And then may possibility na hindi siya nakikita sa ibang chart. So kailangan mo siya i-double check from time to time. Pero mas maganda kung nakikita mo siya sa iba't ibang chart, yung divergence. Such as dito, kay Chainlink. Although hindi natin nakikita yung divergence sa ating 4 hour time frame. Pero dito kay daily, tingnan natin yung bullish divergence niya kung meron. Actually, wala. Walang bullish divergence kay daily. Mukha kang kay short term lang talaga. So for the hourly time frame lang yung bullish divergence niya. So yeah, let's wait for the last 3 minutes dito. Cardano po. Na-check ko na yung Cardano kanina, pero balikan natin ngayon. So if you want to check the full analysis kay Cardano, you can scroll back to this video. Pero yeah, Cardano is still not much. Same pa din. What's your price prediction for Bitcoin and Ethereum in December 2021? For Bitcoin, I think 180K. So 180K, so 500% pump from 30,000. So 30,000 times 6 times 6, 600 times 500% or 6 ang multiplier. So 180K ang aking target. Paano ko nasabi yung aking 500% pump? Base siya dito kay historical price action ni Bitcoin. Let's look at the 200-day moving average. Dito kay Bitcoin 200-day. So the last time na we went below the 200-day moving average and then na-recover natin siya. So halos 600% pump pero tingin ko 500% pump lang siya pag nakit natin siya. So yeah, doon ko binase yung 500%. For Ethereum, anong tingin kong price action? Ito yung kay Ethereum na tingin ko. So, kino-compare ko kasi siya kay Bitcoin. Kasi what we know right now is Ethereum is following the previous price action ni Bitcoin. It follows the previous market cycle ni Bitcoin. So, kung titingnan mo si logarithmic growth curve and then try natin yung weekly. Remove lang natin to. Pansinin nyo guys, si Ethereum, kinakopya niya yung previous market cycle na Bitcoin. And then, itong halving na to. So, sa ngayon, andito tayo sa halving, the second halving ni Bitcoin. So, we might actually see the same price action kasi noong 2014, finalo ni Bitcoin ito. And then si Ethereum, ginaya niya yung market cycle top ni 2014. And then kung basis natin ngayon si 2017 or 2018, 19,000 ang pinaka-maximum pero ang realistic target ko is 10,000 at around this area. So yeah, yun yung abangan nyo kay Ethereum. So now we have had our next 4-hour candle close. Let's try to look at the chart. Ano na ba nangyayari? So right now, Bitcoin held the line. So we are pumping, but this might get rejected. So let's look at the 1-minute time frame. Tingnan natin yung mga panic traders. Hodler po ba kayo, sir? Hodler and swing trading. So may swing trading position ako sa Ethereum and other altcoins. Pero kay Bitcoin lahat, hodl lang ako kay Bitcoin. Hidden bullish divergence or same thing sila. Hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko pa na-encounter 'yun. Sana gumawa si Sir T ng mga tutorial sa RSI, MACD at iba pang indicators. Yup, actually binabala ko siya. So stay tuned for videos, if you want to see contents like that, subscribe dito. And don't forget to like this video, guys. Kung 4 years ang market cycle ng Bitcoin, how about altcoins? Susunod lang siya kay Bitcoin. So kung 4 years kay Bitcoin, 4 years din kay altcoins. Baka tiniming nga ni Elon para hindi halata na kinokontrol niya yung market. Tingin ko din. He only wants people to think he's manipulating the market. Power tripping lang. True. Mababa na yun eh. Saka lang siya nag-tweet. Etos lang yun ni Elon. May personal TA yun si Elon. Billionaire ba naman? Yup. Best time to buy pa rin ba sa Bitcoin or late na? If short term, wait for a possible breakout kasi short term, no possible, neutral pa din ang movement. So, possible na pump or possible na dump. Pero kung long term ka, best time to buy pa din. Sure, default lang ba settings ng Fibonacci mo? Yep, default lang. So far, so good tayo ngayon kay Bitcoin. Bitcoin have held the line. So, that's that's that was the question for today, if Bitcoin will hold the line. So yeah, abangan natin itong rising wedge, and this rising wedge would take us to a target of 39,000 US dollars if this plays out. So yeah, you saw it first guys dito sa video. A falling wedge, if we are currently seeing this falling wedge, and if we did get this good movement, we might see a pump to the upside up to the 39,000 US dollar area. So yeah, abangan nyo yun guys. $39,000 if na-play out natin tong rising wedge, this falling wedge. Sir, may I ask if lagi bang nasusunod ang divergence sensor? Most of the time nasusunod siya. Pero tandaan nyo, there's no guarantee palagi. Pero most of the time, lagi siyang nasusunod. Weird nga eh. Pero yeah, nasusunod siya. Yung BNB nyo ba sir nakalagay lang sa launch pool for? Hindi, pero balak ko. Galit ang non-code and tie na blockchain creators kay Elon. Nag-ready na sila to hit him. Possible po ba na kahit ang market cycle top is showing 110k Bitcoin, possible pa din na umabot tayo 180k based on your prediction? Tandaan nyo, ito yung kailangan nating tandaan for the Bitcoin price. As long as tumagal yung ating correction, kasi remember, the more na we delay our price action, the more our market cycle top increases. So, the more na magstay tayo dito at this area, the more na magiging possible yung 180k. Pero realistically, ang realistic price target ko is kung ano yung market cycle top ngayon ni Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Pero personal price target ko, 180k. Personal ko lang yun. Pero realistically, ito, which is the Fibonacci logarit, which is the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. What's the best setting for EMA ribbon, sir? EMA ribbon, may default siya dito kay TradingView. Pero for EMA, ang fina-follow ko na EMA, kung titingnan mo si weekly time frame, meron akong 21-week EMA. Kasi si 21-week EMA ay indicator siya for the bull market support band. Possible pa po 33k this weekend kay Bitcoin. Hindi ko siya masasabi pa ngayon kasi sa ngayon very neutral pa din si Bitcoin price. Nandito pa din tayo sa area na to. So, no decisive move pa din kay Bitcoin. Pero if nag-break siya to the upside or to the downside, kung downside, yup, possible siya. Pero kung to the upside, mukhang malabo-labo na tayo unless we get a rejection from the 41.5K area. Pero yeah, ang strong ng support natin for this 33 to 35K. So yeah, those are the price and levels that you should definitely watch out for. So yeah, dahil nakuha na natin siya, let's try to look at the 15-minute time frame kung ano na ba yung ginagawa ni Bitcoin. So right now, yung next 4-hour candle close is getting a pump to the upside. Same goes with the hourly pump to the upside. Pero we might get a resistance dito kay falling wedge natin. I think let's end this video dito. And I think that's all good. So if you find this video useful and if you think this is very informative, please give this video a like. And if gusto niyo makita yung mga iba't ibang signals natin like the symmetric triangle and other indicators such as for the Ethereum ascending triangle and the Cardano ascending triangle, you can join our Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and Discord group. Link is in the description below. And if you want to see more contents like this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. So let's just wait for a few minutes before we end the stream. Tingnan natin yung price action niya ngayon. Mukhang nagde-decline na rin siya. Siguro let's end this at 12:10 or 12:15. Anyway, I think that's it. So bye-bye for now, and I'll see you in the next live. Peace.